So in this video, we're going to cover ergonomic principles for the workplace environment. Now, when you think of the word environment, most people would think or picture forestry or even pollution. So either good environment or polluted bad environment. In the office environment, it's not so much different. So good office environment and a bad office environment. Now, when we look at the environment and how it affects us in terms of our health, we'll have a look at such aspects as space, lighting, noise, housekeeping, right down to even air temperature and quality. Let's start with office space. Can you imagine putting yourself in a situation where you barely have any space, let alone space to move in between people? Have a look at this picture. Now compare it to how much difference you'll get when you work in an office environment such as this, where you get quite a lot of space to work around. So when it comes to space, we need to make sure that we have enough space to do work safely and comfortably. Space depends on the work that you're doing as well. Good space stops you feeling crowded, so that way you can have a clearer mind and you can think more clearly as well. Allows you to change your posture throughout the day as well. Let's have a look at lighting. Now when it comes to lighting, having too much light can put a lot of strain on your eyes, but funnily enough, same as not having enough lighting as well. Lighting can have several significant effects, right from aches and pains, right down to red eyes or even blurry vision. Now, having too much contrast in terms of your lighting will strain your eyes. So if you have a look at situations where you're watching television, you might have heard a myth that not to watch a movie or watch television with the lights off. That's because it can cause strain to your eyes and it's not so good for it in the long term. You need to make sure that the lighting in the room is balanced as well as the light from your screen too. Try and avoid glare from the computer. So no glares and no shadows can avoid that same type of strain that you'll get in your eyes. Let's have a look at the environment in terms of noise. Okay, let's try this activity. Now, while the noise is playing, I want you to try and think of a plan that you might want to do this weekend, or if you don't plan on doing anything this weekend, how would you plan a flight or a trip to Australia? So if you look back at how that went, can you imagine trying to work at your desk the whole day with that type of noise? So that's why noise is one of the most important, a key factor in the work environment. General housekeeping, right down to keeping hallways clear, keeping desks clear. It's also a health and safety issue as well when you're working in a cluttered environment. Air temperature and quality. These are some fundamental things. Now, you can't have a room too cold because you might encourage illnesses or sickness. But even having it too hot, you might do the same as well. Having good ventilation and air conditioning can also prevent sicknesses from spreading too. Have a look at the environment section of your workbook and prepare for the next activity.